get the ring, what we're gonna do is we're gonna take the ring, I'm gonna put the ring down here in the water. I'm gonna hold underneath the arm and right above the leg. And we're gonna go 1, 2, 3, push down, you pick it up and float back up to the top. What I did is it wasn't the shark hold in this position, it was actually holding the same arm and same leg. All you're doing is bringing this arm down, okay? And then you push down with this, with the back leg. They go down in this angle. Once they get down to the bottom, you can let them go. They'll grab it and they'll come back up. So that's the direction. So it's here, here. They go down, you let go. They go down here. Once they get to the bottom, you can let go and then they can float back up to the top.
Last thing I want to talk about is some tips and tricks for the ring dive. With the ring dive, you want to make sure that you're pointing and you're shooting. So your hand on the arm is your pointing hand. Your hand on the leg is your shooting hand. So after doing the cue, when the child first goes in the water, you're going to point them with the hand on their arm. With the hand on their leg, that's going to do the rest of the work and push them. So you actually push down with this hand. So use your strength with that hand that's on the leg. Point them where you want to go with this one. That's going to make it a nice smooth transition for you. The next thing is, let's say you have a child who's very comfortable with you pushing them down to the ring. So comfortable that it's their favorite thing, but they won't do it on their own. How do you get the child to do the ring dive on their own? I like to start from the wall. If a child has their elbow on the wall and you explain to them how to point their head down first, this is going to put them in the position to dive down to the bottom. So I always say, we have a laser on the top of our head that's going to point to the bottom of the pool. If it's not pointing to the bottom of the pool, they're not going to go to the bottom of the pool. So what you'll see children do oftentimes is begin to push and have their head up. When their head is up, their laser is not pointed where you want them to go. So what your job is to do when you're practicing the skill with a child that's barely able to do this on their own or just learning the skill is that you stop them when they make a mistake and let's start it over again in the correct fashion. So from here, their face should go in first and then they give the push. If their face is in and pointed where they want to go and then they push from the wall, you know that they're going down in a straight motion, okay? So that's going to be my tip for getting children to do the ring dive on their own is have it start from the wall. Your setup is so important. So if it's not started right, it won't end right.